Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be a summary of 2 Samuel 11, verses 1 through 27. And now it was the time when kings went to battle, and David sent Joab and the servants of Israel out to destroy the Ammonites. And David stayed in Jerusalem. And when the evening had came, he got up and arose from his bed and went to the top of his palace. And he looked out and saw a beautiful woman bathing in the river. And David said, "Who is this woman?" And one of them said, "That is Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah." And David sent a messenger to go and get her and bring her to the palace. And David did lie with her because she had been purified from the uncleanliness. And then Bathsheba went home and conceived, and she sent word to David, "I am with child." And so David had told Joab to send Uriah to his palace. Uriah came in to see David, and David asked him, "How is Joab? How is the servants of Israel? And how is the war going?" And then David told him, "Go down to your house and have your feet washed." And when Uriah walked out of the palace, he had meat in his hands. But he stopped at the door of his lord and slept with the servants. He did not go down to his house. And when David had heard of this, he sent for Uriah to come to the palace once again. And he asked Uriah, "Your trip has been very long. Why did you not go down to your house?" And Uriah said, "Joab and the servants of my lord are all camped out in the fields. And should I go to my house and eat and drink and lie with my wife? As I live and as my soul lives, I shall surely not do this thing." And David told Uriah, "Well, stay with me, and we will drink, and we will have food." Now David got Uriah drunk. And when Uriah had left, he made it to the bed with the rest of the servants and stayed there. He did not go down to his house. And when David had found out that he did not go to his house, then David sent Uriah with a message, a letter in hand to Joab. And when Joab had read the letter, it said, "Send Uriah to the hottest part of the battle, and then retire from him, that he may die." Now Joab had assessed the battle, and he sent Uriah up to the top of where there was mighty men that were fighting, and many of David's servants had fell down dead, Uriah among them. So Joab sent a servant to David and said, "Tell David that the battle has been very heavy, and many of the servants have died. And if King David seems to be mad or angry, upset, then be sure to tell him that Uriah is dead as well." So the servant went to David and told him, "Some of your men have fallen dead, and Uriah is dead as well." And David said, "Tell Joab to not be displeased, that the sword devours one as much as it does another. Regroup and strengthen your men, and then send them back out and overthrow them, and encourage your men." And then when the wife of Uriah had heard about the death of her husband, she mourned. And when her mourning had passed, David had sent to her, brought her to his palace, and made her his wife. And she did have a son. Now the Lord was very displeased in all that David had done. May God be with you in everything and in every way.